Hello there, my name is Arindam and in this video I will show you all of the different stock car races using Franklin. The stock car races are available only to returning players in the enhanced edition, and to start the stock car race what I have done is I have gotten one of these cars, Imponte Duco Death. It's again a card that is available only in the enhanced edition, and you get two of these throughout the course of the entire campaign through select random events. So what I had done was I purchased Los Santos Customs, you may have seen that before, and I upgraded this car fully. And this car is kind of like a stock car itself. So I'm going to be using the stock car to start the race, which will ensure that my opponents will also have stock cars. Now I have never done this sort of race before, so I'm really excited to see how it goes. Another thing that you will notice, you can see a lot of clearing right now because uh, I have actually removed or rather uninstalled the Forests of San Andreas mod, because the Forests of San Andreas, those really large trees, were actually causing a lot of problems in the stunt plane time trials as well as some of the other aerial events, because they were directly in the pathway of the waypoints. So I thought it would be a better idea to not try them anymore. Maybe at a later point in time, if I find them useful, I am going to install them back. But hey, so this is the first race, and I'm guessing that will be our reward card. So that's a special vehicle, and once we win the race, we should have that yellow special car available for all three characters in our garage. Again, I have purchased one of the garages using Franklin, and Michael also has another garage, and I believe Trevor will have a garage somewhere over here. So let's start.
Are we gonna race or what?
We don't want YouTube to cause copyright problems, hence I'm going to disable the music. Now these are American classic muscle cars, so they won't be having really good brakes though. Even with full upgrades, their braking is pretty bad. Let's do something. Let's change the view. And the viewing is really bad. I can barely see anything. To be honest, uh, cockpit view is not the view one should use even for regular driving in this armored car. Which, by the way, this card is really good armored. Even if you do not install any armor upgrades, this card is pretty good. Let's try to do this lap without using Franklin's special ability. Alright, so I believe that is our reward card. Looks like it's a burger shot stallion. Looks kind of like the Saber GT from earlier games, GTA 4.
From the one place in Los Santos that ain't lost a funk. This is your pilot, Bootsy baby, and I'm deep.
Okay, let's start the second race with the reward from the first race.
You're gonna try and show me who's boss?
Let them pass, no need to hurry. It actually looks kind of like Need for Speed Pro Street in some way, because we used to have uh, car challenges in a desert there. It's a pretty old game, a bit difficult game if anybody wants to play it. This actually looks more immersive with one car actually ahead of us, instead of us continuously being in the first place and taking the lead. Unlike any of these Need for Speed Shift and Pro Street series of games, you don't actually have to be um first in every single lap. See, that easy. I'm not even using Franklin's special ability. And this reward card that I have just gotten in the previous race, I did not update the car at all, which is why you can see its speed is actually more manageable, because the fully upgraded Duke Death in the last race was actually a bit fast. I know a lot of you guys want to chase records and want to post the quickest time, but I believe American muscle cars, especially these classic muscle cars, should be driven a bit slow. You should enjoy the scenery and enjoy the sound of the really loud engines. And I actually prefer these really nice looking cars over the super fast hyper cars that you will find, like the I think there are a couple of things. I think there is a Bugatti Veyron and Koenigsegg CCX in this game. So I actually prefer driving these cars over those, because they are simply too fast, and you don't feel alive when you are driving them. But these cars, you actually feel like you're part of the car itself. I mean, that's one of the advantages of American cars, I believe. And you get this car as a result. The Redwood Gauntlet. This one looks like a modern day Dodge Challenger SRT8 Hellcat. Taillights are different, but it's a Dodge Challenger, evidently. And it belongs to which company? Bravado, which means Bravado is the equivalent of Dodge. Even Franklin's Buffalo is from Bravado. Alright, so we're going to start off the third
I'm
race
ready to go. Are you?
with the Dodge Challenger SRT8 Hellcat. So we have a Chevrolet Camaro at the start. Again, I want to drive peacefully and cleanly. I know they are stock cars, and stock cars people generally drive a bit rough, but I'm not like that, especially when playing Franklin. When I'm playing as Trevor, I generally be a bit more rough, but with Franklin, not so much. In fact, with Franklin and Michael, I always try to be as clean and gentle as possible, avoiding pedestrians, avoiding hitting other cars, etc. I really like the sound of these car engines. I believe the Dodge Challenger has a V8, a pretty meaty V8, not as big and powerful as the V10 found in the Dodge Viper, which is the Banshee or Phoenix. Sorry, it's the Banshee, but still it's pretty powerful enough. By the way, if you are from the US, you probably know this, but from those of you who are outside the US, you may not know that the Dodge Challenger, Chevrolet Camaro, and I believe the other is the Ford Mustang, and its corresponding variant, the Ford Shelby GT 350 GT 500. These cars are called pony cars. They're actually very good cars because on one hand they give you the performance of a proper sports car, on the other hand they are very cheap. They're significantly less expensive compared to a regular sports car like say a Porsche or a Ferrari. Plus these cars actually have a back row for seating your children if you have them. So all in all, these cars are actually very good proposition if you want to buy a affordable sports car. And to be honest, I don't like the Dodge Challenger as much as maybe the Ford Shelby GT350 and the Chevrolet Camaro. and we are talking about it, and here it is. This piece washer Dominator is actually a Chevrolet Camaro, modern Chevrolet Camaro. Okay, so let's start the fourth race with the Vapid Piece Washer Dominator,
Come
aka
on, let's friggin' race.
Chevrolet Camaro, and I believe that
Let's get a
one
race on,
is
pal.
a special version of the Buffalo that Franklin himself has. Okay, let me do this time, or rather, no. I would want to. I would want to use the special ability, but I want to see if I can do this without the special ability. Either this either the Camaro is slower or the AI is behaving better this time. Because compared to the last time, this time my car isn't being able to catch up to the earlier cars that quickly. Maybe it's because of the piece washer branding. To be honest, I'm actually liking driving like this without using the special ability, because the special ability makes driving too easy. You may have seen me using the special ability a lot during the street races, because at that time the special ability was practically compulsory. You would not be able to win them otherwise. But these cars and these races are much more relaxed, and you can enjoy the driving and the scenery and the engine noise. 3.8, and we got a special version of our own car, the Buffalo. I believe this one this one is actually a Dodge Charger. So earlier one there was a Challenger, this one was a Dodge Charger. And we're going to use this Dodge Charger in the last race. Alright, so this is the last race, and our reward is that gigantic monster truck.
Are we gonna race or what?
Let's race.
You're
There should have been one more race with a Ford Mustang or Shelby GT350 lookalike. Let's do something. For this race, I am going to use this, and I'm going to use this liberally. Let's see what happens. And I'm going to be aggressive about it. No more Mr. Nice Guy. This is the big turn. A true finish to stock car racing, crashing onto your opponent. And we have gotten our final result.
Shit, only inches.
This particular monster truck cannot be stored in a regular car garage. It can only be stored in a hangar like the Trevor's hangar that you see there. So right now I think my Franklin does not have any of these hangars bought. So when I have that hangar, I'll be able to show you this particular car. What I can do is go to my own garage and let you see the other four special cars that I've already bought. Alright, so now we are inside Franklin's garage. We should have the ability to select. So one, two, three, four. We got four of these vehicles. Uh, by the way, I got this car somewhere somehow, and I was able to modify it. This is the car I believe I used for the street race, and this particular car happens to be the car of Poppy Mitchell. I don't know, Poppy Mitchell. This was Poppy Mitchell's car that I got from the Felton Strangers and Freaks mission. Anyway, you want to see whether these cars are available or not. So let's get the Buffalo. No, or the Redwood Gauntlet. Are you sure you want to use this vehicle? Yes. And here we have our car. As you can see, and that by the way is the car that won on the final race, and I used it to travel all the way from there to here. Obviously you cannot store that car in the garage, but don't worry that you are going to lose it, because you won't lose it. uh, this car will eventually be found inside your own hangar the moment Franklin or Michael buys one of them in the airport. So yeah, that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.